of Betty Jean Everett and Jacqueline Mahalik, the two innocent bystanders, but is now facing 2 murder charges.
19-year-old Sharon Troutman, who police call a gang member, and 21-year-old Jaylon Hines, investigators say were firing their guns across Cedar Avenue in a shootout, along with John Hornez Jr., who was killed. Police say he was found feet from a playground with a handgun by his side. Jacqueline Mahalik and Betty Everett were waiting at a bus stop innocently when they were killed in the crossfire.
My mother lived in the high-rise on the north side. She wasn't just standing at the bus stop. That was a place that she lived for 5 years. She was a resident in the area of the north side. So I'm heartbroken and my soul is empty.
But as the dust from the investigation barely began to settle, what came next stunned everyone, because the ripple effect of this tragedy wouldn't come until the day of John Hornez's funeral. When word of John Hornez's death reached his family, it shattered them. They had an unbearable mix of sorrow, confusion, and disbelief. To them, John wasn't just the young man caught in a deadly shootout. He was a son, a brother, and a loved one who had dreams, flaws, and a future he was still trying to shape. Despite the pain, his family came together to give him the farewell they believed he deserved. Plans were made, flowers were chosen, obituaries were printed, and on the day of the funeral, people gathered, some to mourn, others simply to show respect. But what was supposed to be a quiet goodbye would soon turn into something out of a nightmare, because even in death, John would not be granted peace. On the 28th of October 2022, John's funeral was held at the Destiny of Faith Church located at the 3700 block of Brighton Road in Pittsburgh's neighborhood. A large crowd gathered, over 100 people filling the sanctuary with a heavy silence, some praying, others crying. But just as the ceremony began to find its rhythm, chaos erupted.
Shots ring out, sending folks scrambling outside Destiny of Faith Church.
At around 11:03 a.m., an hour and 20 minutes into the service, what had been a deeply emotional but peaceful gathering turned into a scene of absolute terror. Surveillance footage from outside Destiny of Faith Church showed mourners entering and exiting the building, some stepping out for air, others mingling quietly by the entrance. But within seconds, gunfire shattered the silence. In the video, attendees were seen scrambling in every direction, and the confusion and fear were immediate. One woman collapsed to the ground, clearly hit, but still trying to get to safety. But the video shows something more disturbing.
That's what you see on surveillance video from that day last October, as a family was saying their last goodbyes to a loved one.
Just a few feet away, a man can be seen with a firearm firing directly into the crowd of running individuals with an obvious intent to kill. Mourners screamed, some died.